Hey people, Larry here. So it is 106 degrees outside today in sunny Southern California, which is crazy hot. It doesn't usually get this hot. So I'm inside, figure I'd run a couple of quick videos. And this one might not be so quick, but here's the deal. I have a bit of a problem with people that call motorcycling a sport and a hobby. Now, motorcycle racing, that is a sport, correct. Motorcycle racing is a sport. You could even say that, getting on your motorcycle, going down to the track, suiting up for a track day and doing your best time and racing against others, that's a hobby. But in general, riding, I don't see how that should be considered a hobby or a sport. Hobby's something you do kind of low key, maybe, quote, pass the time. Crochet. You crochet, snip one, purl two, or whatever that is. So you purl where you should have knitted, or you knitted where you should have purled. Maybe you're off a little. No one's getting hurt if your crochet isn't exactly perfect. If your loops aren't tight enough, nobody's getting hurt. No one's gonna die. You're not gonna end up in the hospital with road rash, broken bones, and a possible concussion. It's not gonna happen. Collecting figurines is a hobby. Ooh, look at the figurines. You're not gonna hurt another person or destroy somebody else's property or destroy somebody else's life if your figurines aren't lined up just right. Or if maybe your collection isn't quite 100% full. You're missing a couple. Nothing bad's gonna happen. That's a hobby. To me. And people accuse me of being too serious and trying to be too hard and blah, blah, blah. No. I'm gonna put my nerd hat on for a second. As Uncle Ben said, with great power comes great responsibility. Motorcycles have great power. Motorcycles have more power than the average individual can handle. A motorcycle is always gonna be, if your skill level's here, your motorcycle's here. That's never changing, people. I don't care what anybody says. Even the racers, even the guys that run Isle of Man, the people that do MotoGP, those machines are always going to be a little bit better than they are. Now, the people that ride those things are extraordinarily skilled. They practice, they know what they're doing, and they'll tell you that even at their best, that motorcycle is better than they are. And what they do is not a hobby. That's a sport. It's a competition. That takes real skill. You getting on your whatever it is you're riding and getting out on the street and wheeling and mobbing and fishtailing down the street in traffic or in a residential area where there's people, where anybody could come out of anywhere at any time. You're not going to see them on time. You have the potential of hurting someone. It's not a hobby anymore. It's not a sport anymore. It's a deadly weapon. And I get really, really angry. And I try not to, but it's just, I'm sorry. I believe in personal responsibility. And you people on your Groms out on the 10 freeway or anywhere downtown, when you mob an intersection, that's not being responsible anymore. Now you are putting other people at risk. Getting on the freeway, standing up on your little, whatever, your Ninja, your Groms, whatever it is you're on, standing up and, doing a split to the car next to you as you're driving. Ooh, look at me, I'm gonna get views on TikTok. Wham! Now you're a meat crayon. Now you probably dominated 3 people behind you. Hope you get views. Hope you enjoyed your hobby. I don't understand that mindset. Look at me, I'm on a high-powered vehicle that has the potential of getting away from me if I'm not 100% paying attention to what I'm doing. Look at me. Now, you want to do that kind of stuff, go to a range, a riding range. They have track days. There's places you can go where nobody else is around. You can't possibly, because they're set up for it. They have medical staff on hand just for that reason, in case you wipe out. But you're only going to take out other people around you that are doing the same thing you're doing, and it's all consensual. When you're out on the road, on the freeways, on the streets, it's not consensual anymore. It's you inflicting your, quote, enjoyment of your hobby on other people, and it makes us look bad. The people that, I keep saying guys, it's a term. It's generic. I know, there's women that ride. I did a whole nother video about that earlier. But you're making the people that do this and rely on this for their, for their livelihood, for their daily transportation, for everything they do, you're making us look bad. You're the reason, generally, the motorists out there hate people on motorcycles. Even more so than the loud-ass Harleys. Even more so than the ridiculous speed bike guys that get out on the freeways and want to do 120, 130, 140 on public roads in traffic because, hey, dude, I'm mobbing, man. Look at me, I'm getting views. Splat. Meat crayon. I hope you enjoyed your hobby. I don't wish ill on anyone, but if you're out there doing this stuff and something bad happens, I'm not going to be upset about it. I'm not going to go, oh, it's such a tragedy. This poor person crashed his motorbike. Oh. No, it's like good, Darwin. The theory. You win the award. Do stupid things, get stupid prizes. Thank you for taking yourself out. So that's one less moron out there to inflict pain on other people. But no, it's a hobby. I do it for pleasure. Okay, you do it for your pleasure. And what? The hell with anybody else around you? Because, hey, all your pleasure is all that counts? No. That's bullshit. You want a hobby? Take up knitting. You want a hobby? Oh, here's a hobby for you. Go build a shed for your motorcycle. That's a hobby. Building stuff. I know people that get into carpentry and building stuff as a hobby. They don't really tend to make money at it, but they do it because A, it's useful, and they gain enjoyment out of it. You people on the little motorcycles, even on the big motorcycles, but especially the smaller bikes, that get out there and do what you're doing, you're not doing anything useful for anyone. You're inflicting. You're not doing anything useful. And if you gain pleasure by making other people look bad, you gain pleasure by doing really stupid things and possibly hurting other people. If that's what you gain your pleasure from, fuck you. Now, if you want to tell me, hey bro, you're trying to be so hard, you probably don't even do blah, blah, blah. You probably don't even ride. You probably don't even this. You probably don't even that. Almost 20 years in Los Angeles traffic. Not a single chargeable accident. Yes, I had one accident. One. And it was a freak accident. And it wasn't because I was bombing. It wasn't because I was out there wheeling. It wasn't because I was out there speeding. It was the freakiest freak accident ever. And if you really want to know about it, send me an email and I'll explain the whole thing. It's too long a story. But 20 years, one accident. To the point where my personal motorcycle insurance is so low, most people can't believe it. It's the only reason I can afford to have 3 bikes. Because full insurance, full, and I know there's a guy out there who's a motorcycle lawyer, hates the term fully covered or fully insured. He says it's not a real term. But fire, theft, collision, all that stuff, property damage, it gets expensive. But what I'm paying on 3 motorcycles is less than what one of you hobby people are paying on your little crotch rocket while you're out there wheeling and bombing and doing dumb shit. And you're the reason everybody else's insurance rates are so damn high. So there's another ding on your hobby. Enjoy your hobby. If your hobby is making other people pay exorbitant amounts of money so that they can do what they want to do, but because of you selfish fuck. Sorry, I apologize. Getting annoyed. But yeah, stop the hobby thing. There's too many things that can go wrong. There's too much behind it to be a hobby. Because especially, and it's a major insult for those of us, that it's not a hobby. It's a way of life. It's a lifestyle choice. It is a choice. It's my choice not to drive a car because I don't like driving a car. And in Los Angeles, I can get around way faster than anybody else because I'm not in a car. Yes, that's my choice, and I don't complain about that. What I complain about is the guys out there that are hobby people that think it's so special. Look at me on my speed bike. Ooh, I'm gonna go super fast today. Yay, because that's my hobby. And make us all look bad. That's all. That's a lot longer of a rant than I wanted it to be, but hey, there you have it. So, have a good day, night, wherever you are. And please, even if it's a hobby, please ride safe. Thank you.